You want to know? How do I get my power? I'll tell you. Wealth, leaderboard, boosters, and tools. I found everything this game has to offer. Unlock your potential. Dive into those videos. The treasure is yours to find. The light ball theory.
The light ball theory changed the world forever. A new age was born. The great light ball era.
In this section, we are going to talk about the ultimate techniques of this game, Timing Light Ball. It is just so beautiful, like a masterpiece of art, like a diamond on top of the crown. This is the gold medal, the pure representation of a player's skill and vision. Master this technique, you have reached the very top of the skill set in this game. Like the other techniques in light ball theory, timing light ball was not discovered by me. One day, after I shared my light ball theory techniques on the Reddit forum, I came across a reply from a Redditor, Moralman, and it completely blew my mind. Just a simple picture with a few doodle-style markings. Can you believe it? Then it reshaped my understanding of the game entirely. This is the best part of the forum. A single player's power may be limited, but when we share ideas, exchange views and tips, we can reach something far greater. I truly appreciate Moralman's spirit of sharing. His discovery not just teach me another technique, it actually changed the way I see the game and pushed me to a higher level. Hopefully, for those of you watching the light ball theory videos right now, one day you'll discover some techniques of your own, something unique, something beautiful, and share them with the Royal Match community. Now, let me proudly present to you the ultimate technique from Moralman, the timing light ball. Here we go. Let's take a look at how timing light ball actually works. You will notice something very different. There's no standard light ball formation, and it happens so fast. The light ball just simply appears on the board like a flash. So, what exactly was happening? Let's break it down. There are two key components in creating a timing light ball. First, a line of at least 5 same color blocks, but with gap in between. Secondly, supporting pieces, falling blocks, and pulling blocks. Here's the principle. We first create a drop, so that the falling block will drop into the line. At the exact moment when the falling block reaches the line, and before they form a local match, we pull the pulling block into the line. If the timing is perfect, the falling block and the pulling block will simultaneously fill the gap and instantly form a light ball. With this new technique, timing now becomes a new dimension of the game, which is totally controllable and just within our fingertip. That is the beauty of timing light ball. It only requires a brief moment, where at least 5 blocks forming a line. All we need to do is to catch that moment. What we just saw is a horizontal timing light ball. You may be wondering, could this be done vertically? Of course! The principle is exactly the same. Find the line, make the falling blocks fall, and pull the pulling blocks into the position at the right moment. Ta-da! We catch that moment, and here comes the shiny light ball. One amazing feature of timing light ball is that it could convert more than 5 same color blocks into a light ball, just like the following example. This is something that the normal light ball formation could never achieve. This unique feature makes that the timing light ball not only beautiful and elegant, but also extremely powerful. Let me elaborate. Before the discovery of timing light ball technique, we need to deal with a very tough problem when we try to fix a light ball formation: interference. So, what exactly is interference? It refers to any unintended match triggered by the system before our intended formation is fixed. There are 4 types of such interference. Let's look at them one by one. The first type is called static interference. The interference comes from some blocks staying statically around the light bulb formation. When we make a move to fix the formation, these blocks will cause matches by our intended move and destroy the formation that we were trying to build. In the previous example, the interference blocks are in yellow color, which is the same color as the formation. Such interference blocks could be in different color of the formation as well, like the following example. The second type of interference is called chain interference. As the name suggests, it works exactly like a chain match. When we try to fix a light bulb formation, our move may unintentionally trigger the hidden chain matches within the board, and these chain reactions can end up damaging the formation we just fixed. In theory, we understand how it works, but in practical, spotting and removing these hidden chain matches is extremely challenging and time-consuming. The third type of interference is called incoming interference. When we try to bring down blocks from the top edge to fix a light bulb formation, new blocks will continuously fall in from the above. If these incoming blocks happen to be the same color as the formation, they may form a match first and destroy the formation before we turn it into a light bulb. The worst part, we have no control over these incoming blocks at all. All we can do is praying hard that they are not the same color. Lastly, the fourth type of interference is called aftermath interference. It refers to interference that happen after our fixing move is completed, with a delay in timing and unpredictable targeting. In practice, this is most commonly caused by fixing light bulb formation with a propeller or propeller plus rocket or TNT combo. After being triggered, the propeller takes time to fly, locate a target, and strike. And this delay, hardly a predictable hit, can end up damaging the formation. All this interference is brutal. It tears down our hard-earned light bulb formation ruthlessly and holds our progress. For a long period of time, it was the biggest obstacle of my light bulb theory. There was no easy or efficient way to overcome it. We have to manually identify and remove the static interference, and praying the other 3 types of interference is not happening, like the following example. In this example, the yellow block marked with the X is the static interference block. If we lower down the number 1 yellow block, the X, 1, 2 blocks will form a match first before the light bulb formation is fixed. So we need to remove this block X first and then lower down the number 1 block to fix the light bulb formation. That's a very challenging process. But that was until the emergence of timing light bulb. Like I mentioned previously, not only is it beautiful and elegant, it is also extremely powerful. It just blows away the biggest obstacle of the light bulb theory in an incredibly effective way. Like this example, with the same static interference block X in place, timing light bulb simply absorbs it into the light bulb naturally, as if it was always meant to be this way. So, if we adopt the timing light bulb technique when fixing a light bulb formation, we will be able to make the light bulb before any interference takes place. Let's enjoy these beautiful moments. Chain interference? No problem. The number 5 red block was turned into a light bulb before it's falling due to the chain matches below it. Incoming interference? Well taken care of. The incoming extra blue block X joins the light bulb formation and forms the light bulb smoothly. Aftermath interference? No worries at all, Before the propeller damaging the cabinet and disturb the board, we already secure the light ball safe and sound. Timing light ball takes a lot of practice to spot the opportunity and the fast finger to catch the brief time window. It's tough, but it's totally worth it. Once you can consistently create timing light balls, the game becomes much easier. And that is the moment that you may proudly make the statement, "My skill goes one step ahead of the game." Now, I would like to introduce two advanced timing light ball techniques, anticipation and interception. These two skills are quite challenging, but really push our game level to a whole new level. Let's talk about anticipation first. In this example, we can already see a potential line of same color blocks. But the problem is, there's no firm 4 falling block yet to connect the formation. Luckily, the red vertical match gives us a chance. If it brings down a new blue block in the right position, that block will just connect everything together. So, we make the vertical match first, and then watch the incoming block carefully. Once we see that it is the color we need, we immediately pull the number 3 block into the line and complete the timing light ball. Please note, the time window for this technique is even shorter than a normal timing light ball. In a normal situation, the matching animation causing the fall usually gives us a small buffer to prepare the pulling move. But here, the new block only appears after the animation is over and we lose that buffer. So, we have to see, design and react much faster to catch that moment. No joke, this is really a pro level skill. Let's fill this brief time window with the original speed. Interception is another amazing technique. Once we master it, we can greatly expand our pool of potential light balls. But to be honest, it is just as challenging as the anticipation technique. Let's take a look at how it works. Normally, timing light ball is about pulling in the pulling block when the falling block lands in line. But in fact, the game mechanism is even more capable than we realize. Timing light ball can capture the falling block when it is just passing through the line. That means we don't always need to find the exact job for the falling block. We can create a longer job and capture the falling block at the moment when it is just temporarily in line. That is exactly what happens in this example. We can see that the yellow falling block should have dropped one grip further if our timing light ball had not captured it. This example goes even further than that. Most of the time, falling blocks come from the same column. But here, I use a propeller to create a delta job, making the falling blocks from different columns come together for an extremely brief moment. To be clear, this multiple column job is not a regular technique that we should expect to use very often. It was more a flash of inspiration, an extraordinary instinctive play. We can just focus on the interception part. This example could be Light Ball Man's best move so far. I have to highlight that the time window for this amazing interception technique is just as short as the anticipation technique. Being able to master it is a solid proof of pro-level play. Just go observe, practice, and have fun. This marks the end of this video. If you would like to learn more about light ball theory or want to watch more Royal Match highlights, please check out on my YouTube channel at 99 Light Ball Man. I also stream regularly on my light ball shows from Monday to Thursday, 11 PM Singapore time. Just some clean gameplays, some light ball fireworks, and some peace of mind before bedtime. See you in the next video. The light balls shine, the world 99. Bye bye.